do know that at some point this will become the greatest show on the internet. Absolutely. Okay, so I've been telling you guys that I'm working on a Lionel missile car. Well, here is the Lionel missile car. There's in this video here, which, this camera, I just don't have proper lighting, to be honest with you. Just doing the best I can here. I haven't gotten any lighting stuff dealt with yet, but here's the missile car I've been talking about. And you can see that it is it's not in good shape. It's missing the trucks. I have this part, the missile launcher here. Let me reach in here and grab it. Here it is right here. So one of the problems is that it might have been this side here. This that little nipple there. You can see it sticking out. It broke off. Well, had to glue that thing back on there with some super glue. And let me tell you, that wasn't an easy thing to do because that little nipple thing is so small. And you had to get it in there just right because it's got a little indentation, sort of like a crater that it needed to go into. So I think it'll be alright. It just pushes in there anyway. And this is the missile I was telling you about. And you can see that 2 of the stabilizers are black. That's because those 2 stabilizers were missing, so I had to cut those out of a piece of black styrene and glue them on there. And then the tip of it was missing too, so I took care of that. And what I used for that was just plastic putty. And that fixed that up pretty good. So, let's see, it must be over here. I'm reaching around to grab things here. Get this bag open because it's got some stuff in there that I need for the car, which I haven't painted it yet or nothing, but this is the trucks I'll be using. These are the Katy trucks. And again, I apologize for the lighting. Those are the trucks that I'll be using for the car. So get these guys out. So I wanted to get the original missile that came with the car. So I happened to find one on eBay. And when I bought it, also came with this little guy right here, which I'm going to show you. Came with him. So, and there's the original missile that goes with the car. I don't know what I'm going to do with the guy yet, but I don't think I'm going to have any use for him on there. And then brake wheels. Had to have them. Seeing as how, like I said earlier, when I stuck that car into some vinegar to eat the rust off of it, well, it definitely did that, but it also ate the plastic, which included the trucks and the brake wheel. So just keep that in mind. It's good for cleaning track. To get the rust off some old track you might find in the attic or garage sale or something. But as far as melting plastic, it'll do that too. So, and like I said, I wasn't aware that would happen. So I am now. So I'm just going to pass the word to anybody else out there who likes to use vinegar to clean rust off track. Because let me tell you something. It'll clean the rust off that track pretty quick. 24 hours, that thing's rust free. Just make sure that you go ahead and put some oil or something on it so it doesn't re-rust. And in my previous video, I showed you what I use for it. It's called Strike Hold. It's like a gun oil. I use that. But you can use whatever you want. Just as long as it's got something on there to help cover it up. So, just keep that in mind. But anyway, I think the next steps now, I got all the parts for the car. So I have to come up with some sort of paint scheme. I just don't know if I want to go with like the drab olive green that, most military stuff goes with, or if I might try to do something different, like one of the newer paint jobs where, it's all spotted up. You get the camouflage look. So I'm not sure on that one yet. I'm definitely not sure as to what color the rocket should be. And I'll do the other rocket too. When I originally, like I said, when I originally got the car, it was in a lot that I bought on eBay. So I got the missile car, but with the wrong missile. So I was thinking about maybe possibly looking around and see if I can't find that Seaboard Lionel car that missile belongs to and pick one of those up. It'd be nice to have anyway. Especially if you're running a contest, you can have the cars all lined up in order. I'm not even really sure as to what all came with that particular set. It'd be interesting to find out. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll find out and see what came with it and go from there. Again, I don't want no engines. Just the cars. I just don't want to deal with the engines. I don't want to deal with the maintenance on them. Don't want to deal with the upkeep. Don't want to deal with no layout. What I want to do is just get the cars, fix them the way I like them, and just put them on display or something, or even sell them. Not really sure. I mean, I like to do the restoration part of it, and I like to do the weathering of it. I even kind of like some of those box cars that's got the graffiti on there. I'm not sure if I want to get into that because, I just don't want to really deal with too much that's got, small stuff. It's like I said, my eyeballs are getting bad and I just don't want to deal with that. But, weathering something, painting it, stuff of that nature, that's one thing. But start to get into all the little details and crap like that, nah. Not interested. And I'm not sure. I mean, I definitely don't want to lay out. I'm just going to go with the cars. Make them look nice. Keep them, sell them. One of the two. If I do sell them, I'll post a video for it. Put it on eBay. Let the community know in case they want to, take a grab at it first. So, I'll definitely let people know that I'm selling something after I make a video of it. If I do decide to sell it. But I can tell you one thing. I've had other things that I did, and then I went ahead and sold them on eBay. I've created mountains. I've created mine shafts. You've seen them in my previous videos. If you look at my previous videos, you can see them in there. And when I took apart the layout, I went ahead and, listed those things separately and, they sold. People got them, they put a comment on there saying it was fantastic, met their expectations. They absolutely loved it. Stuff of that nature. So I might even go back and do some more of that, just make another mountain, turn it into a mine shaft, put a light in it, because I still got plenty of lights. I can even do that and then, put it on eBay again, and sell some more of them. Not really sure. I mean, I just don't know how much I want to get involved with it. Because, right now it's just something for me to do, waste time, basically. I've had this car sitting on this desk, for probably about a week. I've had all the parts for it, probably about the same. But I just don't feel like doing it right now. So, I mean, I've told you guys it's coming. And I wanted to show you now what I'm talking about. And when I'm ready to do it, I'll do it and I'll post a video of it. Because again, I want to remain involved in it. But I don't want it to feel like a chore. And that's the way it started to feel. It's like, man, I got to get over there and work on that layout. I really don't want to, but, I got to get stuff done. And, I just don't want to have that. Because that's not the way you should be enjoying your hobby. I mean, it should be a situation where, you look forward to coming home after work and playing around with it, or just getting up on a weekend and going over there and messing around with it, or even on a weekday, for the retired folks. So there's other things I'd rather do, to be honest with you. And I'll do them first. And then if I have time and I feel like it, then I'll play around with the car. If not, then we'll just have to wait till another day. And that's just the way it is. And that's just the way I feel. And I'm sure that there's other people that, feel the same way. After a certain point, you just get burnt out on it. It happens. It happened to me. Now, I didn't think it would, but by God, it did. But one of the reasons why I started doing the layout to begin with was to quit smoking. I just got up one day and I was like, oh shit, I gotta quit, man. I'm about to be coughing up blood here. So I'd quit right then and there. Cold turkey. Boom, done. And then I immersed myself into the railroad community and just put that, in front of everything. And truth be told, it helped me quit smoking, which was like almost 3 years ago now. It did. That's just truth of the matter. It helped me quit smoking. Money that I would have spent on cigarettes, I put into the layout. That's what I did. But then, like I said, the cravings were gone, and the will to continue with the layout, it was gone too. So that's when it had to come down. Plus that, it was in the corner of my living room anyway, taking up space. And every time the wife walked by, she'd give me the evil eye. So that's another reason. And on top of that, I don't want to put it in the basement because I don't want to go up and down the steps. I'm 50-some years old. I got bad knees. I ain't going to do it. Plus that, how are you supposed to enjoy it anyway? You expect everybody to come over to see it just to go downstairs? No. That's not the right thing to do. And I don't want to put it out in the garage. There's no air conditioning out in the garage. I ain't putting air conditioning in the garage. I live in Missouri. We got 110-degree days in the summer. No. You put it out there, and the weather affects track. It'll warp it, do whatever, so snow. We're not going to do it. So the best solution I come up with was keep the work area small, do the little dioramas, get a car, weather, something simple and easy to do. A nice little spot, somewhere to store your stuff that, you need to do that stuff with, which that's not a problem. So that's where I'm at. And if you're in the community and you have a layout and you're at that point where, you're like, fuck it, I'm going to, break it down, sell it, or, put it away, or whatever the case is, but yet you still want to remain, involved in it, why don't you think about, maybe doing some restorations on a car, or even an engine if you want to do an engine. I don't want to do an engine, but if you want to do an engine, do an engine. But, think about it. There's also modular layouts. You can do those too. So that, that basically means you just got pieces of layouts that you build that are laying around that you can put together and create a layout. There's a lot of people who like to do modulars and take them with them to a show somewhere, maybe local one or maybe out of state, and they combine it with other people's modular layouts to make one huge one, and a lot of people get enjoyment out of that. Maybe that's your route to take. It's up to you what you want to do. But if you're truly into the trains or anything, and you want to be a part of it, but you don't have the space, maybe something simple like doing a restoration of a car, or even a weathering of a car, or just changing the car altogether and make it look better than what it is. Because there's a lot of cars out there that look like shit that can be fixed or made to look better. Because they just look like a toy. And I don't like cars that look like toys. Sorry, I just don't. If I'm going to have it, I want it to look like something that, you would see out there on the main line. Otherwise, fuck it. I don't need it. I don't want it. And that's just the way it is, I guess. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I guess we'll just call it a show. It's been fun. At least you know now what I plan on doing and what car I'm working on. I also showed it in the previous video. It was a Actually, it was a live video. Did it live, and I showed a picture of it there. But it wasn't my particular car. It was somebody else's. They just did a copy of the picture and stuck it on there. But at least you know what car it was anyway. But yeah, you can expect another video in regards to the car. You know, the progress with it anyhow. I'll probably figure out what kind of paint theme I want to go with it, and I'll probably paint it and then show you what it looks like after it's painted, and then go from there. I mean, like I said, don't expect me to have this thing done in a day and post it. It's just not going to happen. For one, you know, you got those Katy trucks and they don't have the couplers attached, and there's a whole lot of little small pieces in there, which pissed me off because I didn't want to deal with that. I'd much rather have just had the truck that had the couplers already attached, ready to go. But no, they got to have that shit detached with little small parts in there, little screws that you can barely even see. Anyway, made me mad. Wasn't expecting that. So, and I don't look forward to putting those things on there. Matter of fact, next time I buy them, I think I'll just call up there and say, hey, why don't you put them couplers on before you send that shit to me? I got bad eyeballs. I can't see that crap. I don't have the Hubble space, telescope sitting in my damn fucking living room so I can do it. That's kind of what it boils down to. Having to be able to see the damn things. Anyway. Alright. Well, we're going to call it good for today. I hope you enjoyed watching the show. Like I said, hit the like button. Subscribe. Do what you want. I hope you come back. And again, thanks for watching. And remember, it ain't a mountain unless you climb it.